Welcome to the stage. Emmy-nominated poet, multi-platinum songwriter, world-renowned keynote speaker, and the best-selling author of Inquire Within, In Q.
All right. What's up, Eduardo? Everybody say hi, Eduardo. All right, guys, we got a bond in the room. People are coming in. How are you guys feeling? You good? All right, everybody stand up out of your chairs. I know, it's slightly annoying. The first thing I want you to do is I want you to introduce yourself or reintroduce yourself to 3 people around you, but here's the key. You got to do it like they're your absolute best friend in the entire world, and you haven't seen them in 10 years. So I want an enormous amount of embarrassing enthusiasm. If you're not embarrassed, you're not doing it right. Introduce yourselves.
Buddy, you blew my mind yesterday, and so this is a... Wait, go. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Thank you, bro. Okay, when you're done, everybody face forward, put your hands in the air, stay standing. Everybody put your hands in the air. Everybody put your hands in the air. Okay, look up, wiggle your fingers, look all the way up, wiggle your toes, lean all the way back, make some noise, go ah. Okay, good. Now just widen your stance. Start to swing back and forth and purposely bump into the person next to you. Just bang into them, remind them that they're alive. Don't hurt anybody, just chill with it. Okay, good. Everybody shake it out, go ah. All right, on the count of 3, yell out your own name. Ready, 1, 2, 3. On the count of 3, yell out where you're from. 1, 2, 3. On the count of 3, yell out how you feel. 1, 2, 3. All right, everybody can sit down. Can we turn the lights in the house up a little bit so I can see these beautiful faces? Maybe not too much, but enough where I can actually connect with people. All right, so I go by InQ. My real name is Adam, but I've had InQ, which is short for inquiry, since I was 15 years old. I'm 47. It's a lot of time, you know? What's in a name? Sound and breath. I'm from Los Angeles, California, and I feel grateful to be with the Summit community here in Detroit. We're gonna have a poetic art experience together. Does that sound good? I'm gonna need way more fucking energy from you guys. Does that sound good? One of my favorite sayings is, I don't know who discovered water, but it probably wasn't a fish. And I love that saying. Because to me, it means you can't see your own environment when you're inside of it. And it's only when you get outside of it that you even know that it exists. And isn't that what we're all doing here? This is called Goldfish. Defining myself is like confining myself. So I undefined myself to find myself. They say a goldfish will only get as big as its bowl. But if you put it in a tank, the space can change the way it grows. It needs to have the room, or its potential doesn't show, so its environment's essential for unleashing the unknown. I ponder if it knows that it could grow beyond the bowl, that it could have a pond the size of an Olympic swimming pool, that the world is so much larger than the boundaries that it's known. Somehow I empathize with this little golden soul. Because I too have unexplored and unexpressed goals that were suppressed by an environment I couldn't control. Am I still playing small because it's all that I've known when there's a giant in my bones that I'm not sure I've ever shown? I ask myself this question when I'm purposely alone. When my body grows to take up all the rooms inside my home, I expand in all directions, every single inch consumed. I'm 1 billion feet tall now, my head over the moon. I look down on the earth as it slowly spins around. I look down on the countries and the cities and the towns. I look down on the square blocks and buildings all around. I look down on my street and rip the roof right off my house. I look down on myself sitting, writing on my couch. Look, I barely pay attention. I'm the one that's looking down. How unaware I am of where I am. It's profound. So I put the roof back on and I shrink myself back to the ground. Man, it's crazy how I fit infinity inside my doubt. How I can stuff the universe into the tiniest amounts. How I can keep the solar system in the corner of my mouth. How I speak into existence, then forget what I'm about. And most days, I'm not sure which side of the glass I've been on. I win a Grammy in the shower every time I sing a song. But when the spotlight is on, my first instinct's to run. I have to super glue my feet to even tell you where I'm from. I've been training for a quarantine since I was very young. For an introvert, it slightly hurts to tell you that they'll come. I would rather get into a staring contest with the sun, although I'll never get to see who won. It's nature and it's nurture, twisting into jungle life, fighting the competition, branching out to reach the light. I tried to listen, but could only hear my ancient heart. It screamed in me to make my life into my greatest art. But where to start? These walls are keeping people out and keeping people in. I guess it's good to know where someone ends and someone else begins. But our boundaries can become prisons when we see what could have been. The biggest goldfish ever measured 18 inches, snout to fin. Defining myself is like confining myself. So I undefined myself to find myself. And where do I find myself? In the light, because I'm from it. So I remind myself, I'm at the Detroit Opera House for Summit. Have you ever been excited for now? Okay, this is some interactive shit. You guys have to respond to me. Have you ever been excited for now? Okay, well, how about say it with me? Now. If not, just look around. Everybody look around, make some eye contact. You're sitting on the ground, but you're sitting upside down. The world is really round, and gravity is not the only force that holds us down. See, light is faster than the speed of sound, and outer space doesn't make a sound. Our inner space can be way more profound. I could say more, but how? I'd be better off attempting to express it through a howl. Everybody do that shit. 1, 2, 3. Everything is beautiful, even when it's ugly. I know that seems unusual to almost everybody. So it's lucky you're not everybody. You're somebody in the sum of any body in a prehistoric body, so jump without the net, and I promise you'll remember what you came here to forget. Have you ever been excited for now? Okay, well, how about now? Or now? Or now or now, or even... Dude, you look so uncomfortable right now. It's all good. You don't have to be here, but I'm really glad you are. If not, just look around. Your life is in HD. You get to be, taste, touch, hear, smell, see. You get to think free. No one controls your mind. You get to know yourself. You know that you can't be confined. You draw outside of the lines. The lines were never there. I failed geometry, but I fit a circle into a square. I will not dim my shine. I do not even care. No one controls my mind. I can go anywhere. I can be anything as long as I can pay the price. I wasn't going to do that big-ass step I did yesterday. So I don't cut myself and then go blame the fucking knife. I cannot live your life, and yet I'll give you mine. I have an open heart. You're welcome anytime. So how about now? Now or even now? Now can be good too. It all depends on you. Me, I look around. Outside, the sun was shining bright. Somewhere the birds were chirping in surround sound out of sight. The wind was all around. The clouds were rolling by. The trees were swaying and the grass is growing towards the sky. I am excited for now. For now, it's all I see. I am excited for now. I'm so grateful you're here with me. The first piece was written because I was in my cousin's backyard. She has a little pond. And I thought she had these beautiful big koi fish. So I go, Sophia, these are incredible koi fish. And she goes, they're not koi fish, they're goldfish. I said, really? Because my only experience of goldfish was you win them at the fair, right? And you get put in these little baggies. You take them home, you put them in a bowl, they die within a week. You flush them down the toilet. She goes, no, goldfish will change their size depending upon their environment. And I thought, I relate. Now, the second piece that I sandwiched together was actually written because of Summit. I was on the mountaintop, and they were doing one of those long-ass dinners. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? And John Batiste led us in a parade there. And we arrive, and the sun is setting, and there's wildflowers everywhere. And there's that fucking honey butter. Do you know what I'm talking about? The only fucking honey butter fan, apparently. Anyway, so I'm standing there, and I'm like, wow, I'm excited for now. And if you think about it, you're always excited for things that come in the future, something that comes around the next bend. But I thought, have you ever been excited for now? This next piece that I wrote, the context of it was my wife and I were walking, and she asked me if I believe in God. And I thought about it and I said, I believe in you. And then we got back from the walk and I wrote this. Time is like origami. It folds in on itself. It repeats patterns to create shape. There is no entrance and no escape. It is the essence of life. We exist because we wait. We exist because we wait. We are all passing through time. Death is the price of admission. If you listen long enough, you'll hear your soul make its decision. For God to know itself, it must experience division. To separate into a world where its awareness is a prison. To separate into a world where its awareness is a prism. God said, let there be light. God said, let there be time. God said, let there be God so it could witness the divine. Someone asked if I believe in God, and I replied, I do. See, after all this time, I've come to find that I believe in you. And you, and you, and you. You're my God. I know that might be blasphemous to say, but I try to pray to everyone I meet throughout my day. I look them in the eyes and worship them. They help me find my way because behind our interactions, they remind me it's okay. We telepathically communicate and silently convey. I confess 100 things I'm normally too proud to say. I confess 100 things I'm normally too scared to say. And they greet me with compassion. There's a spaceship in my mind that God is flying. We're all passengers. I sit back and recline through space and time. It's a massacre. Destruction and creation. The design of matter's masterful. I watch the beautiful disasters pass me through the window, flashing faster towards crescendo, atoms crashing into atoms that attract each other's tempo. We all catch amnesia. How could finding purpose be so simple? How could people be my purpose? How could purpose be my people? How could sitting with a stranger be the modern church steeple? How can good exist if I don't have a notion of what's evil? See, infinity is lonely if there's no one to applaud. How can God exist if nothing else exists beyond God? You're my God, damn it. To some that might be blasphemous to say. But I try to pray to everyone I meet throughout my day because I know that they've forgotten that they're God along the way. And if I help them jog their memory, the fog can go away. Maybe nobody is anyone and everyone is one. Maybe nothing can be anything till everything is gone. Maybe I am just the echo of a word that hasn't come, a mirror image that's been shattered to observe what it's become. Maybe everything we're seeing is projected from our brains, so when we turn our head, it disappears into the void again. Or maybe it's a simulation. Someone's rendering the frame, and my DNA is really code inside the mainframe. Or maybe God's a hacker, and my life's a video game where I'm an avatar some 40-year-old alien is playing. I'm just saying, fuck if I know what I'm saying. I can't tell you why I'm here, but I can tell you why I'm staying. You're my God. I've been praying to your ass secretly. Underneath my words, I'm using universal frequency. I'm deciphering the code of what I truly want to be. I saw the universe explode out of a timeless entity. I'm beyond, before, and after being free. I'm like an origami swan floating through the galaxy. I fit inside your palm. I'm drowning in your morning cup of tea, but I believe in you, even if you don't believe in me. Can't do that at a corporate show. Can I do another new one? My wife and I just had a son. He's 5 months old. The thing is, I want to be two places at once. Does anybody relate to that? I'm happy to be with you here, but I really want to get fucking home. My father was not around at all. So it's crazy when he was born that he literally made me something that I never had. Like a week into his existence, I had this realization that I had done infinitely more than my father ever had in my own life. I was like, I already won. But he had colic. Who knows what colic is? He's crying like 7 hours a day or something. My wife was immediately in love with him. I was like, who the fuck are you, bro? Like, do you even like me? Like, are we cool? I had unconditional protection. I had unconditional duty. Love took me a second. So this is kind of the poem that I wrote to get it out of my system. I have a new boss. He's 7 weeks old. He's moved himself into our home and taken total control. To be honest, he's an asshole. He pays me nothing and he's quite abusive. He yells and screams and whines and cries, but somehow what he wants remains elusive. He just throws up gang signs. It's like he really expects the whole world to read his fucking mind. And the worst part, he sucks my wife's titties all the time. She gives him bubble baths, and I'm supposed to laugh like it's fine? Hell no, bro, she's mine. It's been getting out of line. He works us 7 days a week, 365, so we're perpetually behind and sleep deprived. Plus, he makes me clean his shit up. Like, literally. And hasn't thanked me once. He just looks me in the eyes when he poops. I had always wanted this job. They told me there were perks. They said that unconditional love would balance out the work. They said I'd have a sense of purpose, plus 18 years of guaranteed employment. They said I'd have an overwhelming feeling of fulfillment and enjoyment, not exhaustion and annoyance. It makes me question people who have done this job before. What for? Do you psychopaths enjoy doing an endless checklist of household chores, going room to room to room, collecting stuff off the floor? Is there a hidden metaphor? I mean, I must be missing something. Am I getting pranked or something? I could use a thanks or something, but instead he gives me nothing. I'm thinking of day drinking. Maybe that would get me fired. But that's mostly because I'm tired, plus I'm lucky I was hired. I'd applied a bunch of times before receiving the good news. We were overjoyed, but knew that it was something we could lose. We had gone through this before, and we're still moving through the blues. So we celebrated quietly and danced to happy tunes, plus we prayed. Like every single day for weeks and months until it came to our due date. Still, my boss was way too busy, so he made us sit and wait. He must have lost my paperwork because we started 2 weeks late. Now I'm living in my office and he's farting in my face. I'm still grateful, but it's tough to feel because I'm not feeling great. So I close my eyes to pray again and reconnect with faith. Then I meditate to clean my slate and reconnect with grace. Then she lays him on my chest. As he wakes up from a rest, He has to settle for a sec. I let him nuzzle in my neck. He melts onto me like a puddle, so we cuddle for a bit. And in the silence of his snuggles, I can sense a subtle shift. And suddenly, I realize that we're blessed to be this stressed, that our dreams have manifest, that our prayers are in the flesh, that the work I do will leave a legacy beyond my death, that no matter how he pushes me, I'll go the extra mile. Right then, my boss looks up at me, and for the first time, he smiles. He recognizes me. And for the first time, there's chills. So I smile back and know this will forever pay our bills. Is this what I've been waiting for, some sign of validation? He recognizes me and there's mutual elation. He doesn't have to speak to have real communication. He reaches out to me, so I lean in to embrace him. He trusts I'll do my job and feels safe in Daddy's hug. I guess this is what they mean by unconditional love. All right, I'm just going to do one more poem for you guys. But why don't we all just have a moment to settle. So sit up in your chairs, put your feet kind of like against the floor, put your hands in your lap, and just close your eyes. We're just going to take 1 minute to do this. Just close your eyes. And I want you to think of the biggest dream that you have in your life. The thing that you want more than anything else in the world. It could be for yourself, it could be for somebody you love, it could be career, it could be for the planet. But just put your energy there for a moment. And now I want you to imagine a situation in which your dream is already a reality. So that everything that you want is not somewhere in the future, it's right here, right now. And I want you to proactively feel the feelings that you would feel and exaggerate them. Feel all of the joy. Feel all of the gratitude. And feel all of the love. Okay, you can open up your eyes. I have a lot of joy and gratitude and love for all of you guys for sitting with me today and listening to my poetry. And also, I have a lot of love and joy and gratitude to Summit for creating this space that you guys have filled up all of these years. This is a magical community, and when I look at my life, a lot of the best friendships that I value most as an adult came from this community. So please give it up for yourselves and also give it up for Summit. Come on, guys, we can give them some more energy than that. When I was a kid, my mom was a school teacher. We didn't have much money. I attached to this saying, "Fuck you, money." Have you heard this saying? Anybody heard this saying? Fuck you, money? Okay, for those of you who haven't heard it, it means having enough money where you could say, fuck you. For some reason, I thought that was cool. I always wanted fuck you money. But now, I don't want fuck you money. I want thank you money. I want how you doing money. I want can I get you something money. I want here after you money. I want be nice to everybody money. I want I'm not better than anybody money. I respect everybody money. I don't want flaunt you money. I won't taunt you with my money. What I want is only say yes when I want to type of money. I want everything is chill money. I want it's cool, we don't have to split the bill money. I want my money's making money. I want to leave the party early money. I want to never set alarms to wake up early money. I want my family is safe money. I want humanity is safe money. I don't want I'm going to take it to the grave money. Why would I want buried treasure money? I want to make the future better money. I want some better money. Not this obnoxious trendsetter money. Not this toxic masculinity money. Me, I want silly money, make the dilly money, make a milli money, then make my milli, make a milli money. I want my wife's neck is chilly money. I want enough so that I question what is really money. They want big willy money. They want Papa Wheelie money. They want Copperoli money. I want guacamole money. Okay. I want everything is funny money. I want our backyard as a family of bunnies money. I want my son to never worry money. I want his son to never worry money. Long range Steph Curry money. Big short Michael Burry money. Hard work, never hurry money. I want forever money. And I don't want to wait forever money. Nobody is going to live forever money. In fact, I'd better tell you now while we're together money. So fuck you money. I want I love you money. I'm in Q. Thank you guys so much for listening. Appreciate it. I hope all of your dreams come true. God bless.